Hey everyone, welcome back. We're playing some Taliyah Malphite today. I played one game of this at the end of the stream yesterday, and we had a really crazy game if you didn't watch that yet. And so I figured we'd keep the momentum rolling and give this deck list a try. This is from Grandpa Roji. Obviously, he's very popular for mastering this deck, and this is his newest list for the new season with the Heart of the Huntress expansion. And it felt really good in that one game. The list looks really cool. It's a very low to the ground version with some interesting win conditions. Some of the early interesting cards that help change this deck are 3 copies of Cosmic Youngling and 2 copies of Mystic Vortex. Especially Cosmic Youngling is nice against some of the aggro decks running around, and Mystic Vortex is another way to get some extra stats, but also kind of a Preservarium fill-in. It's not quite as good as Preservarium, but the extra draw is nice. A lot of times, I felt without Mystic Vortex, it was really hard to level Taliyah on turn 5, so this is a nice little addition. And 3 copies of Avenging Vastaya. I really like this as well. We're not running any Rite of Negation, we're instead just running the 3 Avenging Vastaya. This is the only unit that uses the ambush mechanic, so if our opponents are kind of keen on what's going on, it's kind of telegraphed as a counter spell, but because it's so efficient, it's not really a problem. Even if our opponent tries to play around it, what are they going to do if they're trying to rip a 9-mana Ruination, right? They'll have to try to kill our thing first. And if they're investing resources in that, they're not killing our champions or whatever it may be. Otherwise, our top end has a lot of the Targon cards, like 2 stuns with Celestial Wonder, 2 copies of Star Shaping for some extra heal and then creating some win conditions, and 2 copies of Sunburst as our removal of choice. Taliyah, Malphite, nothing crazy on the top end, which I think is fine. I don't want us to be drawing too many dead cards in the early game when we're trying to set up our game plan. So I think only having 1 card that's more than 5 mana is pretty decent here. So yeah, let's get into it and see how it goes. I don't think the archetype as a whole is doing incredibly well, but I am always a fan of Taliyah, so we'll see if we can get some wins. I don't think any version of Taliyah decks are doing well. I don't think Thralls is really viable either. So this is kind of our go-to at the moment. We do have 2 copies of Quicksand, which could be nice to stop challengers and barriers in this matchup, but mostly Quicksand is looking to punish things like elusives. Mono Fizz is actually the most played right now, and the highest win rate. It has a 60% win rate, my goodness. I'm pretty happy to get Rock Hopper down on turn 2 over Mystic Vortex. We need to get some board pressure going. At the very least, Rock Hopper could eventually block Trusty Ramhound, but I want to stop them from developing the Battlesmith. We are set to level Taliyah on turn 5 too. Yeah, I'll pass. I'd rather kill Ramhound here with my Rock Hopper if they take the attack, because Rockbear Shepherd can at least block Vanguard Defender for free. And if they burn a pump spell there, I think I'm happy too. I think Saltspire is the play here. And that's tempting too, though. Well, this will be 3 landmarks, 4 landmarks. So we're not leveling Taliyah. The chimes just don't seem good. I feel like we want the, or well, we already have 1 hibernating rock bear on board. So if we go Mystic Vortex, we can keep up 3 mana next turn to play Taliyah plus Quicksand. We'll copy the first rock bear. I think it's probably better to just get the Saltspire going, because next turn we'll get all 3 of our rock bears down. They don't have enough for champion strength this turn, which is pretty big. Okay. This should shut down their attack, since I don't think they have any ways to give our stuff vulnerable or challenger. Yeah, that's pretty good. Stops Garen's buff from being relevant. Interesting. We don't have a fantastic turn here. We can only pretty much play one card. So for example, if I go Sunburst on Garen and they have a single combat, we lose Taliyah since we don't have Quicksand up. But if I play Mystic Vortex, we level Taliyah anyways. Then Quicksand can save her. And I want to keep Sunburst up for Jarvan in some sense too. Or Quicksand in case they try to attack next turn with Jarvan. I do want to keep their board somewhat clear for a Champion Strength or a Rally turn. I'm not attacking with Taliyah because if they just block with the... Alright, sorry, that was silly. I thought the Badger Bear would live at I thought he'd live for some reason, so I could have attacked with Taliyah there. That was an Ipsies. What does this guy do? That's pretty cool. I don't think Rockbear Shepherd matters at this point, so I'm just going to replace him. Try to look for a Malphite. Vestaya is good. I'll take Vestaya. Hey, what's up, Traz? This is a Champion Strength, isn't it? Darn. I really wanted to get Avenging Vestaya down for that. We're probably going to take some damage here. I can kill Garen, though. That's obviously one point where it'd be nice to have Rite of Negation in hand. Obviously, the Avenging Vestaya you have to get on board first, but... I don't think this is actually all that bad for us. Yeah, I think they kind of came out ahead on this turn.
Between a rock and a hard place, Chip?
I think they're going to have a harder time rebuilding than we are. Like, we have a better late game, I think. Ooh, that's pretty good. But they'll both be vulnerable. So we kind of just get to kill them for free, hopefully. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. We have both Quicksand and this up. I think I just want to save Quicksand though, in case they have an open attack with a Jarvan at some point, so we can keep Taliyah alive. Because I don't think they're going to be able to stop her very easily here. First second Bukai is really nice at this point in the game too. They don't have any keywords to like kill us, so I don't care if they buff up their board here. That seems pretty nasty. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about our spot. I guess we can go Rock Bear Shepherd first, right?
Nobody's pulling your tail while I'm
They can play Fortamacia, but I think we're okay. Because like if we hit the Scourge off of this or something, it doesn't matter. They'd have to have Fortamacia plus a rally, and then we still can just chump block. That's not bad. I don't actually know how many of these you can play. We can go right into Stars into Malphite. That'd be kind of interesting. Lots of decisions here, huh? I guess we also just win with the stun. We can just start there. This still lets us play the Immortal Fire if we need to push some elusive damage. We still have lethal on board, so they need to do something else, and then we can just do this. Nice, pretty cool. When was the last time you won a game with Invoke cards? I feel like that rarely happens, but awesome game. I thought that was pretty cool. Their champion strength turn was not very effective. They just didn't have any challengers to punish us or Jarvan, anything like that. We really didn't have to use that quicksand. I always like Shurima decks though, like the Taliyah Ziggs, Taliyah Malphite decks. I always feel like they have some pretty good game against Demacia strategies. Oh, okay. Interesting. This is not the type of Demacia strategy I was expecting. But I'm down to give it a try. I don't think I keep any of these three. This is more for aggro matchups. I don't know if I'm concerned about their spells as much as like things like single combat and things like that. But I'd rather focus on our landmark game plan. Kind of what we did in that last game where we copied Salt Spire with Taliyah, I think would be really good here. Ancient Prep on turn 1's really nice. Really helps us try to level Taliyah on turn 3. I think I'll skip. Or on turn 5, excuse me. Quicksand is nice though. Yeah, I guess I'll take Quicksand. I'm okay with one dead draw here, because I'm gonna go Rock Hopper on turn 2. And then we can use Forsaken Bakai to find Taliyah in time. What's the card name? I don't actually know. 1 second. I don't know why I can't. It's not Cosmic Vortex, is it? It's Mystic Vortex. That wouldn't be a bad draw here. Ah. I don't know. None of these seem fantastic. Sunburst is good, though. Just kill Shyvana. I'll pass so we can play Sunburst next turn if they slam a Shyvana.
We were forged in dragon fire.
Their turn doesn't really scare me here. They're not pushing much damage and they lose both their challengers. That's a problem though. Double Herald of Dragons makes me a little worried. Yeah, I'm okay with that. They're trading away 2 of their early challengers for our units that aren't particularly important in this matchup except as chump blockers. But we need to find our late game. We don't really have much going on here. Shyvana comes down as a 4 defense unit. But she'd cost 2 mana. So they could easily protect her. I don't know. I think I'll have to take the gamble. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Oh my gosh, the next dragon they play is going to cost 4 less. That's not good. We just didn't find many... Okay, well, Taliyah's too late. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't know, that draw felt a little clunky. Okay, turn 6 of Brilliant Soul is probably GG here. And we don't have any landmarks even to copy with Taliyah. That's a little bit disappointing. Sunburst can't kill anything important. GG. Yeah, this one's looking over. They are leveling Aurelian Soul on turn 6. Like, we'd have to kill one of these guys with our Sunburst. I don't know. I feel like this one's a little bit of a sweep. Cool deck, though. Dragons is always fun. I want to give Dragons a try sometime. It's just, it hasn't been competitively viable in a while, I feel. But they toasted us good there. Aurelian Soul Shyvana only has a 41% win rate overall. I like Aurelian Soul Leona too. Those are both really fun decks. Like this one, 64 matches, 53% win rate on Aurelian Soul Shyvana. That's pushing it, but it's certainly a fun deck. Like, this is my problem with these matchups right here. How greedy can we get with our draw? Like, Rockbear Shepherd Taliyah is a fantastic grouping, but I think Taliyah is just so slow that we'd much rather find her in the late game and have her take over, and just find our cards to help set up her level condition while digging for something like a Cosmic Youngling or just our early landmarks. You're like, this is such an awkward draw. Chip doesn't get buffed up until turn 3. I have to play him though, because else we won't have the mana for him anyways, you know? But Cosmic Youngling's obviously very good in these kinds of matchups.
No more hiding.
I'm pretty happy to take that damage there. Chip can... Now, at this point, Chip's probably going to be a big threat on the board, and they can't kill Youngling, so the damage is irrelevant. Alright, they had a slow start. I don't know... Oh, no, because they're the Husks deck. They're not like a... I was thinking like Fizz Samira, but yeah, the Husks deck... I'm literally becoming a parody of myself. Husk desks, oh my gosh. I'll take the attack. I want to kill their tentacle before they buff it up, or whatever, like before the Husks get the Siren Song comes down, so we get some damage in, or they take a bad trade. Taliyah off the top would be wonderful. What did I play last turn? Oh, and Rockbear Shepherd. Did I just play Rockbear Shepherd? Interesting. Okay, so if I had more experience in this matchup, what I could have done was play our Avenging Vastaya to counter their Siren Song. That would have been pretty nice, actually. Oof, Taliyah is so good too. I'll take my attack and see if they block so I can get Taliyah down instead of avenging Vastaya. Because at this point, they've already gotten one Siren Song down. And this little phrase, draw one right here, is tempting me.
Ours is the one true light.
But I guess I should get on board. If it was Preservarium. That's a nice card.
They forced us to choose death or the blade.
Devotion to battle.
What's that?
Their scent travels on the night air.
What was that for? Let me quickly check this meta page. Why would they do that? What are fast speed or burst speed? A Moonlight Affliction. Interesting. Also, I kind of need to keep up Sunburst for Zolani. I keep getting blown up by Zolani so hard. Interesting. Well, I will get pretty
If only you were made of rock.
greedy with my blocks here, I think.
You're scaring them.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Cosmic Youngling, like, they're not burning us out anytime soon. I think this is fine. I'm actually pretty happy that they lose all their units here before resolving another Siren Song or a Zolani, right? I think that works out alright for us. Again, we don't have any landmarks. That's kind of awkward. Taliyah's still nowhere near leveled, and it's turn 6 already. Turn 7 when we flip. What are they running? Sunburst? And... that's their only interaction for our Taliyah. So I don't think I care about getting down our Sunburst here while we have the excess mana. Well... that's actually kind of funny. I think Supernova's better, though. It guarantees we kill 2 things. When if they resolve another Siren Song right here, this will become pretty useless. So I'll take Supernova. But I guess I could have kept up Avenging Vastaya in case they have another Siren Song here. That was probably pretty telegraphed since they know this is our counterspell dude. Okay, thank goodness they didn't have it. I don't know what that Dust Petal Dust was for then at the beginning of the turn. Oh, they just activated Pale Cascade. Why open with that then? I think I'll take my attack here. Never mind, Taliyah's not leveled. So what can we do? Malphite's not leveled. This is so awkward. I like these Taliyah decks, but man, the Taliyah Ziggs versions always felt so much more consistent actually leveling our champions early on. I literally don't even know what to start with here. If we attack with these two guys, they die for free. But I guess that's fine, because again, Zolani / Siren Song is a problem.
We will resist.
We still have Sunburst to kill Zolani, Celestial Wonder, and Malphite. So Zolani shouldn't be a problem anytime soon. But I still want to stop them from
May I see your invite?
developing a wide board. They don't have any spell shield effects, right? Targonian Tellstones is Behold the Infinite, Hush, and Blessing of Targon. So no spell shields there. And Zolani's 7 mana? Man, I haven't played their deck yet, so I'm literally like so lost, like trying to keep track of their mana costs. Zolani's 7, but they have a coin, so they could get down Zolani if we pass here, or if we do something here. So I'll just pass. And we're still at full health, so I'm not really worried if they open with like an I Am Not Gabaros next turn or something. Okay. That's the first time I've killed Zolani in this entire expansion. Second quicksand. I'd love to get an action here. Taliyah is nowhere even near leveled, but how are we winning without her? I don't like taking this much damage, especially with Fizz, but I don't know if it's... Maybe it's worth it to just trade away our Taliyah for Fizz there. But if they have Pale Cascade, we look so foolish.
There is Malphite. I am Malphite.
There wouldn't be room for more than one.
What can we draw off the top that would help us here? I don't think there's any way for us to level Taliyah in one draw. Like an Ancient Prep would at least help us try to find the second following landmark, but this is so miserable. Both our champions are kind of useless at the moment. Like, Malphite's just a nice, chunky unit, but...
I will go this way.
If they play their first Chum the Waters here,
Your weapon, Sunwood.
I think I'll counter it and play our second Avenging Vastaya. Because I do need to stop them from getting units at some point. Like right here, I'll use my first. Then I'll wait for them to tap below Zolani again, because I need to keep up Supernova.
Grant us
Okay.
your guidance. We have need of you.
Any landmarks would be fine. Just not Cosmic Youngling or something like that. Or a third Avenging Vastaya. This feels sad. I don't like to have to trade away my unleveled Taliyah on turn 10. Ah. That's pretty good.
You're ruining everything.
We've done nothing this entire game. Stopping that first Solani did absolutely nothing for us. We kind of just delayed the inevitable, it feels like. We get to kill Fizz, which is nice. But, I don't know. I don't think we're winning this. They can kind of just... At some point, they're going to push enough damage.
Let me at him.
Jeepers. Not a very convincing draw. Deck's looking a little sad, to be honest.
Sometimes the man hits back.
In justice's name.
Bounty Bowl knows me now.
We're so far behind. They have another Solani, so be it. We need to kill their stuff.
We have gone long without justice, but keep hope alive.
Awkward game. They should buff Malphite's level up condition. His level up condition is insanely good. Like, we just didn't hit the landmarks. That was the only problem. I think Malphite's fine. The deck itself just doesn't level up our champions consistently enough. Because I ran into this same problem the last time I played Taliyah Malphite in Standard. Like, what if this list isn't running Dragon Roost. I understand it's a little slow. But there are so many draws in our deck that just felt bad. Part of that is just variance. Like, it was one really, really bad game. But it feels really bad when it happens, because that should be a pretty good matchup for us. Nordheimer, okay. I like Yordle control. Again, I don't know about keeping Avenging Vistaya. We have 3 in deck. I don't think I'm going to keep any in the opener. It's nice for stuff like Vengeance, but I'm not gonna keep it in my opener. Maybe I'm just a little too scarred from the recency bias of that last game, but I want to level up my champions. Turn 1, 2, 3, 4, and then turn 5 we copy with Taliyah. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 landmarks. I'll go Mystic Vortex instead of Rockhopper. No. I guess Rockhopper stops them from playing Nora this turn.
Sun's beneath me and wind's behind me. You got caught. Out of my way.
I'll play Ancient Prep plus Mystic Vortex. That allows us to level Taliyah on turn 5 if we find her. Oh, that's a nice hit for them. This is another game that felt very awkward. We didn't apply any pressure in the early game, And if they play Heimerdinger next turn, we have no answer.
Astounding curiosities lie ahead.
This is fine. The cheap utility spells are nice for them, but not what's worrying us. Like, sticking a Heimer is about the worst possible thing that can happen for us here.
Let us take a peek at life beneath the waves.
So we have 2 draws to try to find a Sunburst.
I think this will sound great. All right, all tuned up. Try now.
Rise and shine, sleepy dukes.
Follow me.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. That's pretty cool.
More hands make quick work. Friends do make chores easier.
Shoot. Awkward. Alright.
Persistence is key. Oh dear. Amplitudinous. Kind of my catchphrase.
Amplitudinous.
What seems to be the problem?
You're ruining her home.
We tried to find an Obliterate off of our Star Shaping, but at this point, the fact that they get to untap with him looks a little rough. Ah, and he got buffed up with the Yordle Captain, so we can't actually... We can't actually kill him with the deal 4 and deal 1.
Together, we are stronger than stone, faster than the wind.
I don't know. Again, this game kind of felt like it played out awkwardly. We have a pretty big board coming up, but the fact that they get to keep this Heimerdinger around for so long, I felt like right here was better to get our Taliyah on board and leveled up, rather than trying to bank mana for a Supernova next turn. The good thing is we get to attack with all 5 of these units.
Defensive positions. Oh dear. Nope, 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 nope.
I'd be incredibly happy with this block. Oh, okay. We can commit to rebuilding our board here to a Runation pretty easily. Rockbridge Shepherd, Malphite, and Mystic Vortex in hand isn't actually all that bad at this point in the game. The Mystic Vortex can help draw, and the landmarks here can feel pretty good into like a Ruination, just sticking on board through that. Again, Heimerdinger, we're gonna have to kill him soon. I'd like to see them play a Nora, because I'd rather kill Heimerdinger and Nora, I think, rather than Heimer and Yordle Captain. Okay.
Just around the portal.
If they play Ruination, we can play Rockbridge Shepherd at least and copy it next turn with Stoneweaver, or with Taliyah. Sure, I'm pretty happy with this. Not like, as far as Ruination goes, you know, we have a good plan here.
I've got gravel.
As long as they don't have a Quietus. Nice. Ooh. Ooh, that was nice.
Nobody's pulling
Oh, never mind. That didn't work how I wanted it to. Oh well.
Ah, the sweet smell of science.
They're so
Or no, I think this will work since we have double shepherd.
I know, right?
Oh, rats. Okay, no, I didn't. Well, we still get one nice attack. Okay. Oopsies. That's a little annoying. I thought that would have been a pretty good turn.
Breaking invention to date.
More hands make quick work.
I don't want to run into another ruination. And now we can try to go for the combo kill since we have a second Malphite in hand. That's pretty nice. I don't know if they'd run more than one copy ruination, so this might be pretty big here. Because the goal is they can develop one turret. We stun, they get a second turret. But that second turret's the only blocker. So now they can play the turret for free and keep up 7 mana. We only need two of our Grumpy Rock Bears to hit and we're good. Because then one of these three will hit. Okay, well they're down to 3 HP. So Taliyah's lethal or Malphite's on our next attack is lethal.
By just 1.21 gigahertz.
You're scaring them.
This makes a Soul Harvest more awkward for them. Alright, well, same plan. Let's see if it works. Or if they do happen to have a second ruination and we top deck a Taliyah, we can win that way too. Shoot. Okay. Now we're in trouble.
Sturdy construction.
I can't scroll through. I don't like how that auto updates whenever they play something new. I want to go back through it. Okay. That's interesting.
They're so sweet when they're sleeping. I know, right?
This is definitely the kind of matchup where the Cosmic Younglings aren't looking quite as hot. But we never found any of our 3 Avenging Vestas either, and those cards are fantastic in this matchup. I have to attack with everything to try to force them to block with their elusives. If they have an answer for Taliyah, I don't think we win. Because I don't think there's any way for us to deal Nexus damage, right? So, if this doesn't kill them, which we'd have no reason to expect them to kill us here. Quicksand off the top might do it.
Unforeseen outcome.
If it huffs or slithers, it can't do mine somewhere else.
I guess Star Shaping still does it. Ah, rats. Okay, so we definitely need Quicksand.
Quite ready for a new adventure. Cup of tea? Fine by me.
Well, I guess they're only pushing 9 elusive damage. Yoinks. We're in trouble.
To adventure.
I don't know. This one's looking a little tough. Yeah. Alright, GG.
Dust yourself off and try again.
Very interesting. I don't know. I love Taliyah Malphite, but it just does not have the same punching power as Taliyah Ziggs. I feel like it's so hard to close out games sometimes. But again, if we had Avenging Vestaya, we run 3 copies of Avenging Vestaya. That game's completely different. Or, like, if I get greedier and keep Avenging Vestaya in the opener, expecting the game to go long, we don't need to try to level Taliyah on turn 5. But this looks pretty good. Not enough punching power, has Malphite in the deck with the biggest fist in the lore. Fair enough, fair enough. His champion spell is literally a fist, yeah. Okay, this is interesting. We surely will level Taliyah on turn 5 here. And, like, we can't answer Teemo early on, but nothing in our deck really can. So I'm pretty happy to get Ancient Prep and Ancient Prep to try to level Taliyah on turn 5. I don't think Avenging Vestaya is incredible here. I think I'll just skip. I'd rather find something like a Quicksand.
I'll scout ahead.
But the 2 2/2s is what I mean, are kind of nice. As chump blockers almost. But I'd like to get like our hibernating rock bears going for sure. Oh, that's nice. Okay. I guess Mystic Vortex is fine. Yeah. Quicksand can kill Teemo. There's Taliyah. Okay, now we're looking good.
Vandal Scout Troop Leader at your service.
Well,
It's a little more annoying.
fuzziest partner I've worked with.
Do we just let them get another free hit? That feels really bad. I don't think it's worth it to invest Quicksand when they're keeping up Mystic Shot anyway. So I'm gonna go Rock Bear Shepherd here, I think. Or no, hold on. No. I want to go Ancient Prep, because if I play Rock Bear Shepherd now... Or no, hold on a second. This will pop down to 2 next turn. Then the following turn be at 1 when we play Taliyah. Okay, so that works out fine. I was thinking we were going to summon an ally at some point that would pop Hibernating Rock Bear. I do want to be careful of my health. I don't think this guy's as important. I'd rather keep my Nexus health as high as possible for the meantime. I think I'm less scared of Caitlyn in this matchup than I am of stuff like Puffcat Peddler. Because Caitlyn's Flash Bombs hopefully won't be too impactful once we get our big chunky units on board. Nice. Taliyah should be pretty much invincible now. I don't think they run Exploderate. That's really nice too. I think I like Cosmic Youngling here. We can go Taliyah plus Quicksand on the next turn.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk.
And the following turn for Sigmakai plus the Cosmic Youngling's pretty nice. Get some card advantage, get some healing. Card selection, I should say. Keep up some mana for stuff like Sunburst or Star Shaping. I think we're looking alright here. Their open attack is still a little annoying. Teemo's almost certainly leveled. So if they open attack, do we waste a Quicksand anyways? This will be so much better if we get to stick Taliyah here. Main deck Mushroom Cloud, interesting. This is really risky, but I don't think I should.
You're scaring them.
Quicksand here. I think we kill Teemo later on. Much more easily. With Quicksand in hand. But I guess at this point, maybe it's worth it, because doubling our puff caps, we're going to go up to 36. That's not the end of the world. But if we Quicksand him right now, we just get so big on board that, like, what are they going to do about it? I think I'll just let it go. I feel like that's a tough decision here. If they spend a ton of mana here to try to just pump up the puff caps, maybe I can. Okay. Okay. I'm not happy with this. But next turn we'll have 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So we can play Sunburst, Cosmic Youngling, and Forsaken Bakai next turn. If we don't play Quicksand right here. Very clever of them to take very clever of them to take the open attack though, because they would have been pretty hardcore blown out if we got Taliyah down that turn. Now my game plan is just aggro them down with our 5/5s and Taliyah. Jump bump.
And we yordles in uniform do like a wump. I love the smell of mushrooms in the morning.
I don't think there's any reason to develop first. I think we'll just take our attack.
Like threading a needle. Some rocks just won't sit still.
We have a lot of healing.
Turning yourself in.
I don't know if it'll be enough, but I'm feeling pretty okay. We're never going behind on board at this point. The only way they deal damage now is through Puffcap Peddler and Karina, pretty much. Things like, you know, insider knowledge. But they should never ever hit our Nexus again.
Rule 102.
Shoot, that's a pretty good one. Still fine though. We can get Cosmic Youngling plus Forsaken Bakai. Very, very big turn here in terms of flipping the board state. And then I don't think I play Forsaken Bakai. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I guess we can go Forsaken Bakai and go Star Shaping plus Quicksand next turn. What are we looking for though? Like a Malphite? Or another remove a spell, I guess, in case they have an Ava the Achiever. Okay. Avenging Vastaya, that's actually nice. That can stop insider knowledge. That's pretty good. Interesting.
Excuse me. Candles down.
I'm just gonna get our Vestaya down. I don't want to lose to Insider Knowledge at any point. We still have a lot of health. We have a Cosmic Youngling on board and a Star Shaping in hand. So this can stop Karina, Insider Knowledge. I think we're pretty safe now. Oh, that's pretty good. But we're going to be dealing a ton of damage to them. And since I know we have healing in deck, I think we're okay. Ooh, that's a lot. Holy smokes.
Beware falling rocks. Throw another rock.
I wonder if they just take it. They get so many puff caps in their deck. Wow. 24 just from Taliyah's abilities. Oh my gosh! Who's the puff cap deck now?
This will be my magnum opus.
That's a pretty big swing. I kind of want to go the Great Beyond. That's just a cool card. I don't think we need to obliterate anything. I guess we don't have an answer to Teemo or Ava now, so I'll take Supernova. We're winning on board anyways. Well, we're not winning on board. That's right. Nexus damage doesn't really matter with the Slump Monument, so I'll take Supernova. Just stop them from getting something like a Teemo doubling our Nexus puff caps or an Ava. Or landmarks. So we could also just kill their Slump Monument and kill them with Nexus damage. But at this point, like, we might just kill them with puff cap damage faster. Ah, shoot! That's really good. Was not expecting that.
Very special plan.
Dang, Nabbit, are you kidding me? I swear. Do you guys remember we drew the Teemo puff cap deck the other day, and now this? What the heck is going on here? Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Our opponent got us, man. That was a nice play. Alright, let's see if we can finish out on a win here. Ooh. Some Sharima action. I like this whole hand. I think I'll pitch Salt Spire. What am I looking for though otherwise? Like, I'd just be looking for a turn 3 play. But our best turn 3 plays are things like Rockbear Shepherd that just dies to Soul Harvest or Quietus. So just another Mystic Roost or Hibernating Rockbear. I think I'll just full keep. This seems pretty decent. Sunburst is obviously really good for killing Nasus. Alright. I'll play into Soul Harvest anyways, I suppose, just to get the landmark on board. It's kind of like a 2-for-1. If they send the Soul Harvest on the Shepherd, we at least get the 5/5 out of the deal. Chip, hello.
Rise and shine, sleepy dupes. I've got gravel cakes and flag fruit.
I was not expecting this to be a Vault of Helia deck, if that's what this is. With Azir? That was not what I was expecting. Yo, Chip's getting buff over here. Look at that dude. It's gonna be a 4/4, 1 mana 4/4.
More hands make quick work.
I think I'll just play Salt Spire,
You're ruining her.
and next turn we play Chip and Cosmic Youngling to flip both of them. Or a Taliyah off the top. Ooh, rats. Okay.
Now I'm a queen of heads. Rise and shine, sleepy dupes. You're scaring them.
I think I'd rather play Forsaken Bakai than the Cosmic Youngling here, to try to find our win conditions. Because they're almost certainly going to try to set up some kind of attack next turn, right? We have a 7/6. But I almost want to play Forsaken Bakai for the sake of finding something like a Taliyah or Malphite. But then they just have Vengeance available. And we don't have enough board space to copy our landmarks if we end up setting up Taliyah anyway. Yo. Look at this, dude. This goat's been going to the gym. Holy smokes.
You need not follow, but you will witness.
I honestly don't even want to spend a Sunburst on Azir. I'd rather kill an Nasus later on. This is also really nice that it gets out of range of Quietus. That sleeping rock bear looks like my sleeping cat at the moment. I love the artwork in this game. It makes me so happy. Alright, well, I'll flip this just to keep our unit alive. We get a 4/4 out of the deal. We had mana to spend this turn anyway. And getting a Soul Harvest out here can save our pre-leveled Taliyah. Obviously, I'd like to just play Taliyah copying a landmark, so at that point she'd be leveled anyway. Man, not a very impressive turn. Our hand is looking kind of awkward.
They're my friends.
Maybe it's not a Vaults of Helya deck. What are they trying to do here?
You're scaring them.
That's not bad. That's essentially a 3 mana, a 7 mana, obliterate, draw 1. Like 1 more mana expensive than a Hexpliterator. That's pretty cool. I'll drop our dude. Man, this is I don't know. I have no idea what to think of this deck. At a certain point, I'm sure there's quite a bit of pilot error involved. But what are we supposed to do with this hand? I'll block like this. It clears up some board space, just preserves our health, but I'm okay with this guy being a little bit weaker to eventually kill him with something like our Vestaya. I don't know, I'm not incredibly impressed with how I've played tonight. I don't know, maybe my mulligans, I'm playing too much to try to level Taliyah early on. Like, I'm just trying to curve out like it's a Taliyah Ziggs deck where if you level your champions on curve, you kind of just win the game. And I need to approach it differently, but I feel like I'm doing something wrong because I understand the deck doesn't have a fantastic win rate at the moment. But I have not found very many impressive plays to rip off here. Because, like, Celestial Wonder, Quicksand, Celestial Wonder, and double Cosmic Youngling is only so good in this matchup.
Shurima is sand and sky, past and present.
Unfortunately, we have to play Sunburst into a Rider Negation, because otherwise, if we don't play this with the Daybreak effect, it won't kill Nasus. So I think this one's looking over as well. Okay. I think it's fair to concede at this point. I don't think we're catching back up. Unlucky. I don't know. Maybe Taliyah Malphite isn't my vibe in this current meta. I'd like to revisit it sometime. Maybe try a more mid-rangey version with things like Dragon Roost as an extra way to help level up your champions. Because Taliyah went unleveled very often. And there were a lot of times when our draw just felt incredibly dead, like Cosmic Youngling, Quicksand, Celestial Wonder, Celestial Wonder. I want to try Ruben's latest brew tomorrow. Ooh, that'd be interesting. I'd like to check that one out. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a little disappointed, to be honest. It's not very often I've felt regretful after playing a Taliyah session. But that one did not feel great. We didn't do too well. I love the deck, though. I'll keep an eye on it. We'll see how it does. Let's look at this Ruben deck. Is this the Freljord Poro King or the Nasus deck? Sen and Nasus? Sen and Nasus. Ooh, okay. I see one game of Sen and Nasus here. Let's see. This one? That looks pretty snazzy. I like that. Tenor of Terror. Interesting. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I love Shurima Shadow Isles decks that like include some like interesting off meta cards. Things like Castigate, I feel like are pretty valuable cards that don't see much play. I like Way of Judgment too. Pretty interesting. Shurima Telstones. Awesome. Yeah. I don't know what deck I'll play tomorrow. I'll have to do some browsing around, see what ends up clicking. But I hope you guys enjoy. I appreciate chatting with everyone. Let me know if any of you guys are playing in the tournaments lately, if you've been having any fun with that. Hey, Mineral, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, and hope you guys have a good one.